How's it going? Going to do a quick little tabletop review. We've got some videos that are going to be coming up of us shooting this, doing some 3-gun, messing around with it. But thought we'd talk about them. They just started coming into the country. It's the Molot VEPR 12s. Thought we'd talk a little bit about the comparison between the Saiga 12s. Saiga 12s are everywhere. They're all over the marketplace. A lot of people have them. We've got a lot of experience with them. Both are based off the AK platform. Both are semi-automatic shotguns that have a detachable magazine. That's really where the similarities between the two end. The Saiga 12s are made at the Ishef's, at the Ishmash factory. These are made Vyatsky Polyani Molot factory. This company is traditionally known for making the RPKs for the Russian military, whereas Ishmash makes like the AKM 74 family of rifles. So there's a pretty big difference between the fit and finish and just, I mean, really everything about this shotgun. It actually features a front sight gas block combination, which uses a standard AK front sight post and drum. Those of you that are familiar with the AK platform, it's a very familiar sight picture. It also has a self-regulating gas system, so there's no need for manual adjustment. If you're shooting low brass, high brass, this thing will just chew it up. It's, like I said, proprietary system in there, it's self-regulating. The Saiga also has proprietary handguards. This does not. This uses RPK handguards. Very solid. Not exactly sure how heat resistant these are. I would imagine they're pretty well built as they're going on the squad automatic weapon of the RPK 74. It also has kind of nifty, I don't know if it's not really practical for me because I'm a righty, but it has a sling swivel mount on both sides. It has a RPK adjustable rear sight, which pretty slick. It's adjustable for windage, all that. Not very practical on a 12-gauge shotgun. You're not going to be laying down volley fire at 600 meters anytime with this thing. Also on the rear sight tower here, it actually has a machine piece that comes to the rear of it, and it's got a hinge point here that goes onto this polymer Picatinny rail, which actually is incorporated into the top cover for mounting optics. Now it's very, I've seen a lot of these that are on the US market, and a lot of them are pretty cheesy. This is actually very rigid, very solid. It seems to lock up very well. We've not actually ran an optic on it yet, but just this thing is very stiff, has zero play side to side, so I would imagine that it's more than adequate for a combat optic on a semi-automatic shotgun. Moving down to the, this is a very slick feature. I think it's kind of a weak point with Saigas. I've had multiple times loading the magazine on a Saiga 12 where you've got to rock and lock the magazine in, and it's actually popped the round out as I've loaded it in. I think that this is a very, very good feature, that it just straight in. Very nice. You know, most Western shooters that are used to running ARs, very familiar feel, very familiar setup, much faster than the rock and lock. Like it a lot. It also has a last round bolt hold open, which you can manually open up, and actually I'll throw this guy in here. So your last round holds the action to the rear. You can then put a new mag in, and it has a bolt release, which seems a little awkward at first, but it's very well set up ergonomically because you can just chamber around. Also has a little extension here on the safety, which when first got it is very, very sharp metal here, but kind of wore it down a little bit, and It's actually pretty convenient. It's very conveniently located. You don't have to bring your finger up to bring it down. You can actually just kind of use your knuckle. Does not have a side rail. I can't really see any optics that you would throw on here. You know, you're not going to put like a POSP or anything on this, so not too big of a deal. Also has the Molot style pistol grip. Very comfortable, very ergonomic. Has a very natural feel in the hand. The ones that are coming from Atlantic actually have the Tapco polymer buttstocks. Have no real gripe about it. Seems solid enough, but very well put together. A little bit thicker receiver, the RPK style receiver. Finish on it looks great, and overall very pleased with it thus far. And like I said, we have some videos that are going to be coming out pretty soon. We're going to get them all put together and throw them up for you guys to check it out.